Now, whether you're in school, college or university, exams and waiting for the results can be a very stressful time. So what can be done to stop students becoming too anxious?
One students' union has ordered hundreds of metres of bubble wrap. I've lost my bubble wrap. Here it is.
What have you done with it?
Are you stressed because I've lost the bubble wrap? Of this. So people can pop it and help them de-stress.
Does it work for you?
It stresses Charlie when I do this.
I find it quite annoying. John Maguire is in exam hall in Manchester for us. Hello, John.
Morning, Charlie. After 2.5 hours of breakfast, I can't believe there are any bubbles left in that bubble wrap. I'd have thought you'd have popped them all. Here we are in the exam hall, the great big clock, of course, that seems to spin round twice as fast as it normally should, and all of the advice to students. This is being something that's attracted a lot of interest on Twitter this morning, the fact that they're not allowed to bring in any bottles or any cans with writing on them, transparent pencil cases. And look at this here, even a box for mobile phones. So the pressure really on, as you can imagine, for exams. Here at Burnage Academy for Boys in Manchester, around halfway through their 2-month exam period. Other places, for example, in Scotland, are getting towards the end of their exam. As you say, waiting for results is a stressful period too. What can be done to tackle the problems?
You wouldn't want to smuggle one of these into the exam hall, but allowing students to pet farm animals is having a tangible calming effect at this stressful time.
I'm not very good at coping with stress. I just get really stressed and then take it on everyone else. My friends all agree with me.
I'm quite bad at leaving stuff, not to the last minute, but quite late. So, especially in third year, it's quite stressful. I've only got a couple of things to go.
It's all part of Bath Spa University's Stamp Out Stress campaign.
Stress can be one of the main causes of mental health problems, and this time of year a lot of students get really stressed, bogged down with dissertations and deadlines and exams, and and students forget to take breaks, and it's okay to take breaks and you need to take breaks.
And then turn it that way round.
Health checks, massages, music, de-stressing techniques and tips are in plentiful supply here.
This is a pretty neat idea. It's how students are helping themselves, really, with tips on how to cope with stress at this time of year. Some of them may surprise you, others perhaps not. Hit a punch bag. That's a good one. Listen to music. Eat well. Eat lots of cake. Have a drink with friends. Just ways to de-stress.
From primary schools doing SATs right through to university finals, this is a testing time for so many young people, and for some, the pressure is just too much.
I don't think we take it seriously enough at all. Stress, anxiety is something about worrying about the future, what's going to happen, and an overemphasis on that. Depression can be seen as an overemphasis on the past, so why we're having animals here is to actually people just connect with the here and now, who they are, and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the fact that they're young and at university.
Protect our children.
But can stress be good for you? During a live outside broadcast, we're measuring the changes in my heart rate. If it goes up and down too quickly, then I'm under too much stress.
I've got a playground full of 60 or so kids, got an A-list celebrity chef, we're about to do live television. Why would I be stressed? Why?
I'm firmly in the red zone, and that's bad news.
But at the moment, this is showing that you are stressed.
But here's the fascinating thing. I'm able to lower my stress levels in seconds simply by taking deep breaths.
And what's interesting, as you took a breath, you went into blue. You're not quite relaxed yet, but you're coming out of stress. Your body was in a physiological...
Analysing the results later shows just how easy it can be to take back control.
In your chest, you're breathing shallow and fast, and obviously this is what it's picking up.
What's been fascinating, I think, is that it's instantaneous.
Of course. And not only did you feel slightly different, but the technology is telling us what's going on under the bonnet is also changed. You are not only feeling different, but actually your body is functioning in a very different way. You did that with your breath.
So when you're sitting in that exam hall, you may feel control is beyond your reach, but breathe, relax, and of course, read the questions carefully.
If only I'd followed my own advice. Let's talk to the head teacher here, to Ian Fenn. Ian, good morning to you. Is a little bit of stress a good thing?
I suppose a little bit is, but this is not a little bit of stress. This is the defining moment in their school career, and what they do now will determine the rest of their lives. So, yeah, there is stress here, and not a little bit, a fair bit, I would say.
And how do you help them cope? What sort of things do you tell students who are concerned?
Well, it starts from the moment they join the school in Year 7. We're training them, we're preparing them, and we're supporting them so that they feel at ease and at home. We make sure that they take exams in this room from a very early age, so they're familiar with the surroundings, and that's been shown to make it easier for children. But then, because we know our children well, we make sure that we see the signs of kids who are really suffering, because someone's going to melt down, somebody isn't going to be able to cope with the stress, and we have to support them, give them a different room perhaps to be examined in if that's what it takes.
Okay.
But really, you know, it's all about making it as easy as possible for them at a time when things are getting harder.
All right, Ian, thank you very much indeed. I know that you've been sharing lots of your exam tips with us as well this morning, so thanks very much for those. Good luck if you've got exams later on today. I think we've got Portuguese and IT in this room in around half an hour's time. But as I was saying, certain parts of the UK, thankfully, are getting towards the end of the exam period. It's then that awful time when you have to sit at home and wait for the dreaded results. Hopefully they'll be good too. Back to you guys.
Obrigado. He doesn't know what that
Obrigado.
means.
Dinada? Is that right? Dinada?
Yes.
No, that was a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese.
You get a 7 out of 10,
Spanish?
John. You get a 7 out of 10.
That wasn't really fair, was it?
My best
though?
score ever, Charlie.
It's a very good advice. I shall try and follow myself. So when you're feeling stressed, breathe. We breathe anyway, but just breathe.
I used to find it stressful when people claimed that they'd done no revision. As you're going into an exam room, say, do you know, I haven't done any, I haven't done anything.
And you know
they have.
We've also got a lovely little clip on our Facebook page of John trying to do that piece for us when he got stuck in a revolving door and got stressed. Poor John.
If you want to watch it on the Facebook page, do have a look. It's rather comical.